Hello everyone, and welcome to Ariana's Food Adventures. This adventure we're celebrating National French Onion Soup Day. Let's get cooking, shall we? So nice drizzle, just good regular olive oil right into the pan, about a couple tablespoons or so. And then 4 tablespoons of butter. Alright, so I got 2 jumbo size white onions here, and we're going to slice these bad boys up. Just a note, I did put these in the freezer for about 15 minutes because I do not want to be shedding any tears. Nothing worse than crying over an onion, right? Cut the ends off just like that. Alright, so I got 3 garlic cloves here. I got like a medium-sized one and 2 small ones. We're gonna smash it just like that. That way it comes right out of the peel. We'll just give them all a nice rough chop. And a nice sprinkle of salt just right over it, so that it can draw the moisture and turn into a nice paste. We're just gonna put this right in a bowl, and we're gonna set that aside for right now. Alright, so our sliced onions, just dump it right into the Dutch oven just like that. Alright, just give these a nice stir, and we're gonna saute these and cook them down until they're nice and caramelized. It may take about 30 minutes or so, but you'll be surprised because it may seem like a lot of onions right now, but I promise you they are gonna cook down quite a bit. Alright, so our onion's been cooking for about 15 minutes now, and what I'm going to do, since they've been cooking down for quite a bit, just add some nice salt. And I've been stirring occasionally just to make sure they saute evenly and that way they don't burn. Alright, so our onion's been cooking down for about 35 minutes. We're going to add our garlic in, and look at that, look how much it's cooked down, and look at that beautiful golden brown color. So good and so delicious. Alright, our garlic paste, we're going to dump that right on in like that. Give that a nice little stir. Just cook that for another minute or so, just till you smell the garlic. You don't want the garlic to burn, but you want it to be nice and fragrant and permeate this wonderful soup. Alright, and we're going to add a 1/4 cup of flour just right on in. You don't want to add too much, but just enough to kind of thicken the soup. Alright, we're just going to cook this for another minute or two just to cook out that raw flour flavor. Alright, so I got a 1/3 cup of Riesling. Just give that a stir just to deglaze the pan. And then 4 cups of beef broth right on in. Alright, we're going to lower the heat so to simmers for another 30 minutes, but let's add some flavoring, shall we? Nice little sprinkle of salt, some black pepper, some fresh thyme, just sprinkle it on in, and a little secret ingredient anytime you're making soup or stew, always add a bay leaf. It just adds a nice little flavor. Be like, what is that? Alright, so I got a nice sourdough slice here, and I like using sourdough. It's just nice and hearty for this kind of soup, but feel free to use whatever kind of bread you want. Alright, so while our bread is toasting, I'm going to grate some good old Gruyere cheese. Can't have French onion soup without Gruyere cheese, right? And look at that, folks, just like that. Beautiful grated Gruyere cheese. One of my favorite, well, all my cheeses are favorites. I don't have a favorite one, but I love them all. Place it just like that. And we're going to put this under a broiler for a few minutes until it gets all bubbly and delicious. Alright, I just pulled this out of the broiler and look at that delicious cheese, how it just melted so beautifully. And just garnish with a nice little fresh thyme leaf, just like that. And there you have it, folks, my French onion soup. Super easy, super yummy, and again, happy National French Onion Soup Day. I will see you on my next adventure. Enjoy.